Maryland's Republican Governor Larry Hogan claims that a couple of Trump's cabinet secretaries, current cabinet secretaries, have actually asked him to challenge Trump in the Republican primary for the 2020 election. Of course, he decided against doing it, but here he is on Bloomberg TV explaining these interactions.
How many and which members of the president's cabinet told you to consider running against him?
Well, there were only a couple, but I'm not going to reveal the names because they were private conversations, and I certainly wouldn't want to see a couple of friends be fired from the administration. The only reason I shared it in the book was because it is somewhat of a stunning revelation, and it was just one small thing to mention in the book. It was certainly not a main focus of anything we were talking about. I didn't have any kind of a serious effort to try to run for president, but a lot of people were encouraging me.
Well, what was the primary motivation behind their wanting you to run? Was it that he would lose the election, competence concerns, or fear of the direction that he's taking the country in?
Well, again, I don't want to share too much about personal conversations, but I think it was a little bit about concerns about losing the election and about whether or not we were going to, was he going to, the bottom going to drop out of this thing, and what was the alternative, and could we find someone that would perhaps be able to put together a winning coalition in the fall.
So again, I just want to reiterate that two cabinet secretaries who currently work for Donald Trump or work within the Trump administration had this conversation with Larry Hogan, which gives you an idea of how little faith these individuals really have in Donald Trump. And I also want to talk a little bit about what Hogan shares in his new book, Still Standing. He said that he had conversations about the possibility and even thought about what nickname Trump would likely give him if he chose to run. And so he says, I assumed he would go with Fat Larry, an obvious choice, as I had admittedly put on some weight since my cancer battle, or maybe Cancer Boy. That would be a good one, but it didn't happen. No, it wouldn't be a good one. It's incredible how everyone knows the type of person Donald Trump is. And it's like, yeah, I wonder what kind of nickname he'd give me. Maybe Cancer Boy. That's a normal thing to do. I mean, it's unbelievable. Wow.
Yeah, two different issues here. First of all, people in the White House that are still working for Donald Trump, full well knowing what an incompetent monster he is, are the worst people on earth. You're doing whisper campaigns to other Republicans. Meanwhile, you're telling the American people, oh my God, Donald Trump's such a wonderful leader. I think you should jump off a cliff with him. You monsters, you're just as guilty as Donald Trump. On Larry Hogan, he's obviously running for president in 2024. That's what all of this is about. Oh, I don't want to talk too much about it. That's why I wrote a book. Yeah, dude, I get it. You're running for president. People encouraged me to run for president in 2020 because everybody wants me to be the president. But fine, I'll wait till 2024. Look, Larry Hogan has done a pretty decent job as governor of Maryland during coronavirus. And I say that as a person who opposes re-election. But don't give me this political crap while pretending not to be political. Okay, we got a great post game coming up for you guys. AOC versus Yoho, round 2 and 3. The Wall Street Journal comes out against cancel culture. Are they right or wrong? TYT.com/join. Join button below on YouTube. See you there.
Thanks for watching the Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.